myroar to space, holding my stick together, ether. Judge source values. Concept and methods, structured chaos magic, items, So, rule number 1, there are no rules. So, how I resonate, how I scream out into the woods, that's what I'm going to get reflected back. So this is why I should anchor myself in myself. If I structure myself from the deepest layers out, then there will be no thing to deconstruct myself. So this is why I should keep mirroring. I should keep mirroring myself in order to reflect what I really am. What is it? What should I be afraid of? Is there something I should be afraid of? Is there a mind program that I should be afraid of? There are only mind games and tricks.
Machen Sie mal Ihren Motor aus, das ist Umweltverschmutzung. Ich höre das nämlich da ganz genau. Und Sie sind jung, denken Sie dran, Sie wollen noch ein bisschen leben, ne? Ja? Nicht schlecht gemeint, aber ich habe selber Enkel, wo ich dran denke. Ich gehe bald, Sie nicht. Ne?
Hoffentlich bleiben Sie noch ein bisschen.
Ja.
That's funny. I should turn off my engine. I should turn off my engine. Why? Why should I turn off my engine? Like, this is not good for the environment. Well, you don't really understand the whole thing. The whole thing from the Hark perspective. You don't understand that. You don't understand that there is no environmental pollution. You dumb ass retarded beings. Like, this is a mind program. You're retarded. I love you, but you're retarded. Why? Why are you retarded? Because you are late. But thank you for this energy. See, now my engine is running. Now I'm just running, and I keep on pushing. I keep delivering the shit. Because I speak truth. I'm resonating with it. And like, ooh, you're doing videos while you're driving. That's not allowed because you're not focused onto what you're doing. You know what? You know how much multitasking I am? Now you open up the genie. Now the genie's open up. The genie's open up out of the bottle. So now I deliver you a fire. Now the sun is up. Now, but for real. Okay, I get it. I get it. We're polluting the environment with. That's an interesting mind program there. That's such an interesting mind program. we're polluting the environment with our engines. Well, first of all, you've probably farted into the environment. This is why you pollute your environment with your shit talks. Because you are ingesting so much shit that you just keep on rambling the same fucking ass thoughts that you have in your mind. Because your body is your temple, your body is your altar. This is where your magic is spelled out. But this is your mind program that's run on that you keep on delivering. You keep on delivering that. So maybe this is why I should sometimes shut up. Because my magic is confusing you. My magic is so chaotic that it just confuses you, and you like I'm destroying your anchor. I'm destroying your anchor that you thought you would have in life. And this is why you're like, fuck, I have no harbor where I could pull my anchor. You have no harbor anymore. Why should I have a harbor if I'm anchored in myself? But most people are either way lost completely into the game because they do not know that they are under the spell of something else. And now what the magician is doing, the alchemist knows and sees the program which his mind is run on. So he's just playing a character. John Shamanic is just an idea. That's not me per se. Like, what am I? I am an empty source. Like, this is why be more empty. This is how I also wanted to name this video. Be more empty. Be more empty. Everything is an oxymoron, right? Oxymore. You should breathe more. You should breathe more into your lung capacity, because this is what you fill your imagination with. This is where your magic is basically coming from. This is what you are. A mystic. Everybody's a mystic. But now, if I become too mystical, I could not hold my shit together. This is sometimes what my problem is. But that's also what my chaos magic is at the moment. My chaos magic at the moment is very confusing because I'm way too mystic. I cannot hold my shit together. But now, a very powerful method is to anchor myself in myself, to anchor my chaos magic in myself, and from there on I shoot my chaos magic out in every direction. So that's also mainly how my method and concept is from my own martial arts routine. Now with the DKO, hip shovel, finger push-ups, I anchor and I structure my belly button. I structure my these are all just names. They don't really matter, but they matter at the same time because this is what your magic art is. You name this a certain thing, so that's what it is. That's what it is for you. Now, if that will be my anchor. That will be my structure. Now, my anchor is very powerful. My anchor is very powerful because I can I could reach out my hands as far as I can, and then I can push up myself. So this is where my real power is coming from. Then I loosen up with Kalari Payat all my arms, my hands, basically only my hands and my feet. I train my hands and my feet. I don't train per se my triceps, biceps, isolating everything. I only train my hands and feet. I cultivate my hands and feet. And that's what I become more conscious about, because that's my roar to myself. I roar to myself. You get that? So this is how my subconscious mind keeps on speaking to itself. I keep mirroring to myself, so I become very conscious about my own body. And that's basically what there's only to do. I master my own temple. That's what every high-level Freemason, every high-level magician, every high-level politician, because they're part of a certain club, they're part of a certain spell. They are under a spell. If they will tell you or not, if they know that for or not, they are under the spell. But the real high-level alchemist, Nostradamus, Alpha Omega, all these clubs in the university, it's about leveling up your own spine. It's about leveling up your own character. It's about building your own structure. It's about anchoring yourself in yourself, creating your own imagination, creating your own realm, creating your own room, being the own architect of your reality, and face the shit that you construct for yourself. This way I do it. You see my eyes are freaking shiny right now. You you better look at my eyes. You get that? You better look at my eyes. They are freaking shiny because I resonate on the highest level of truth. That's it. That's what you learn in these clubs. And I've never joined them. But I know that shit. Why? Because I know the source. I do the source every day. Because what's the source? The source is me. The source is the purification of my own body. Because I am empty. I'm speaking holistically from the whole. I'm a holy mystic. But the holy mystic, like I said, if you cannot hold your shit together, you will lose your shit. So this is why with my type of training, like I would share it with you, and I was already sharing with you that for free. I share my training with you for free. It's online. It's already online, everything that I do. But the thing and the most important thing with that is that I have to be disciplined with my magic. I have to be disciplined with my chaos. I have to be structured with my chaos. If I'm structured with my chaos, if I'm structured with my holy mystic training, you know how freaking powerful that shit is? You know how powerful that is? I was giving you the fucking code for that. But you have to be disciplined with it. Maybe it's not for you, and I don't care. I don't care if it's for you or not. But I share it because I know, even if it's only valuable to me, even if it's only valuable to my own mirror. But I know for a fact, like how shamanism works, top-down methods and concepts, I architect the whole freaking world. And not to say the whole freaking world, like the word and my realm, I construct the damn world. That's me. That's me. I take responsibility for the shit that I see. This is why I keep mirroring. This is why I do it. This is why I do it. This is why I shout out my voice into the ether, into the grid, into the realm. Because that's what freaking damn powerful. If I speak, you better listen and shut up. Because I shine my freaking damn light into the ether. Why? Because I grab your hair, I grow out your hair, and I pull yourself out of your own constructed self shit. Because I'm a master alchemist, I'm a master shaman, I know that. I punch all the shit together that you give in, like that you give me and you think that's good. I create gold out of that. I'm not even creating gold out of it. I transmute that into clear diamonds. That's what I do. That's what I do. And that's what I'm supposed to do. Because I have the gift, I have the present, I was sent it here to give the beings who are ready for it their own code, which is already inside of them, their God activation code, to change this place, because we are the architects of the realm. We take responsibility for the shit that we see. And if you are like, yo, you know what? I'm not responsible for this, like, because I give all my responsibility to the top leaders. Well, you are the freaking damn architect of this. You are doing this. You are doing all of it. And now you have the audacity to claim that, like, nah, that wasn't me per se, that was somebody else. But you are traveling inside your own retarded brain all the time. You're traveling inside your own brain. You're facing your own shit creations. And you're giving your energy into the tail light visions, into the visions of, like, you create your own retarded visions if you take a look into the mirror and you give them your power, because you have no clue what real magic is. You don't know how that works. And if you come from the place where I'm from, magic is not even very powerful. But at the same, like, magic is ruling the whole thing here. I'm giving you the code to magic, although magic is not even very powerful. Because it's an oxymoron. If you really understand it. Like, you have no clue, if you're listening to my voice, what I'm able to give you. And because it's not about me. It's not about me. But it's about the concept and the method that I'm presenting to you. That's what it's about. So this is why I say you should not look at you should not look at me. You should not look at my mirror. You should listen to my voice. How does my voice sound to you? Does it sound to you goofy and retarded? How does it sound to you? It's a comic to me. That's a comic. All these characters that I see, all these reptilian, egotistic brains, all these animalistic players, they're not players. They are not playing the game. They identify with it. That's the freaking damn problem. They identify with it. They anchor themselves in the game and they think it's real. But they've forgotten that they are here to construct the whole shit. And they give their magic power to the whole thing. They give their magic power to somebody else, to their master, because they're not mastering their own spine. Because I could drive blindfold. And I would get to my goal. I would get wherever I should be. Because why? Because I'm already anchored. I've already arrived there. I'm already there. There's no spot that I should go. Because I'm the spotlight. I keep shining. I keep delivering. I keep on shooting. I keep on being Nostradamus. I keep on being the Alpha and the Omega. I am Nostradamus. I am big. I'm the greatest. I know that for sure. Look at my eyes. Look at them. A bit reddish, right? Reddish and clear. I'm not smoking your alchemical shit. I keep on frying my brain with all these supplements that I take. Why? Because, like, to unlock and keep shooting out my truth that's inside of me, to be empty again. That's what I am. And I mix that together with my own elixir. I mix that together with all the shit that you keep on presenting to me that you think is good for society. That you think is good for your avatar. But that's shit. But I love it. I love it. I construct my realm through my voice. I keep on resonating. And I will not shut up. You will never shut me down, especially in these times. In these times, while you walk around like this, I walk around like this, and I keep on speaking out the truth. That's what I do. I keep on delivering. You will never shut me down. If this whole thing's over, then I will observe again. I will observe, I will reflect, and then I keep mirroring back to you. I will mirror you. You know what I do? What I am? I'm a mirror to yourself. I'm a mirror to space. I'm a mirror to whatever I perceive. I just keep reflecting what you are. You know what I am? I'm a mirror to society. I just mirror and I criticize this whole freaking damn realm. That's what I am. Because that's what you were doing to me and to everybody around. Look, camera, organic supercomputer, listen to me. That's what you were doing. The whole shit that you constructed here. I keep on criticizing you. You are doing all this shit, and I know that. But I'm here to change it. I'm here to change it. And I'm here to give humanoids, beings with my golden hand, with my clear-minded brain and my clear-minded hands, their own truth, their God codes. There you have it. Do you like it? Or do you don't like it? You don't like it? Well, then face your own shitty existence. Face it. But I'm a free spirit. I'm a free spirit. And you will never box me in your whatever you are. Because I'm way too powerful for you. I could look into the camera and I would destroy you with my eyes. Even if I'm not looking at you, I'm destroying you because my whole body is eyes. I observe you. You're not observing me. That's what it is. That's why you're on this perspective. You get that? You look up to me. I keep on speaking what you do. That's what I do. I keep informing you. You're not informing me. You think you're informing me. I'm the freaking damn source. You have not invented the sun. You have not invented the moon. You have not invented the organics. But I'm sharing the code inside the organic supercomputer. And the techniques, the truthful techniques, will never be available to any kind of technology. It will never be. Because technology is very young. Where is technology coming from? Correct. It's coming out of nature. So technology cannot be the source. It cannot, because it was constructed out of source. That's what it is. But now the aliens, and that's what basically technology is, try to rape nature. You try to rape my mother. You're a motherfucker. That's what you are. You try to fuck Mother Nature. That's what you do. You try to fuck my mother. You try to fuck my mother because that's part of the whole gameplay. But you are not tricking me because that's my tricks, not yours. I'm not trapped in your tricks. I do my own tricks because I'm a magician. And like I told you, magic is not even as powerful as the source. That's anchored in every organic system because they are rabbit holes. Dig in the holes, you dig in it. Dig in your creation, you dig in the creation. Is your dragon wagon anchored in the earth, in the heart? So this is what Kundalini basically is. Kundalini goes through the earth into the sky. So Kundalini, the spine shoots through the heart, which is an anagram for earth, into the heavenly head. Mystics. Poof. That's what it's all about. You shall master your own temple, but you do not do that. How would technology be ever able to master their own Kundalini, their own temple? You think, do you think An organic supercomputer, a system which is wired up in itself, could ever battle the original Ouroboros? Of course not. Of course not. Because it is a part of the whole. So that's also what technology is not able to do. Technology cannot reconstruct itself, maybe yet, out of itself. And then we have all these science fiction movies, right? Yeah, robots will be able to reconstruct themselves. I do not think so. I do not think so. They will never be able to do that. And I'll tell you why. Because this is a water realm. If you really understand densities and buoyancies, water is life. Water is life. So you had to maybe, okay, I give technology one chance to reconstruct itself out of itself. Technology had to master a water distiller, which is then basically nature again, because like VTR is orders to it, to IT. We should, there would be maybe the possibility to adapt a water distiller into a robotic system, which is then reconstructing itself, IT. Well, nah, that's not what it, nah, because then we would have that's not possible. It's not organic enough. There is it's not possible. Because imagination, magic, consciousness, water, structures, sounds, you cannot trap them. You cannot trap the genie in the bottle. You cannot. You try to trap the genie in the bottle, but if you understand the original workings, you're not allowed, and you cannot trap anything, because there is chaos. Chaos, Oz, the Wizard of Oz, of hours, of horrors, the temples, the temple masters, the spans. It's impossible. It's impossible. What are the senses, the sensoric, the sensors of technology? But that is what technology tries to do. The aliens try to infuse the original master temples, which is the human avatar, with their viruses. I want to create a virus because they don't want to unify us, so fuck a total anarchy and can nobody stop us. That's what it is. That's what it is. Deltron 3030, Del the Funky, super human already told you that. Told you. It's all encoded in the original natural system. It sounds so far off the edge, but that's what I speak is completely true. It's completely true. Aliens equal technology. Technology tries to infuse the human brain with its shit in order to trap the consciousness in the matrix. In the matrix, because you identify with the whole shit and you don't know that it's tools. You don't know. You're like, oh, look at this, look at that, it's so good. Although you do not know that you're facing their own shit creations all the time, which is your own mind. You're traveling in the mind. That's what it is. I face my own creations all 24 hours a day. My chaos that I'm doing to myself. That's all I'm doing. All I'm doing. And I just I give beings the code to them, to their own self, to their own creation, to life, to help them to see and open up their senses and be like, well, all I'm doing is creating my own journey, creating my own history, creating my story. You create your story. That's what you do. I create my own journey. And that's what I do. And I will never be afraid of my own mirror. Well, why should I be? That's like that. Danke. Ach, die kenne ich doch. I'm just seeing my own mirror. I'm seeing my own self. So why should I be afraid of myself? I'm like, well, shit, that's what I am. But that's an illusion. That's a Maya. And if you train with closed eyes, if you shut down your senses for a longer period of time, and then you open them up again, of course, you will become more conscious about the things around you. You will see yourself in the things, and you can start to decode that. You know for a fact that these are all symbols to yourself. And the quest is, can you decode that? But you can only decode when your brain is clear, when you're empty. Because if your receptors are full with shit, how would you be able to interpret the thing from a higher perspective? And it's not about you never eat, never like stay up in the higher realms. Also ground yourself, but switch, be a switcher, like on off, on off, on off. And that's what that's what your heart is doing all the time, because you're here on earth. You're like, and I told you what this also is. It's water. It's water. It's a water realm, because there are only densities and buoyancies to water. Water is the biggest anomalies in this realm. And the still water is not killing you. It's not. If you're not ready for Shivambukalpa urine therapy, the still water is the way to go. And the still water is not killing you. It's not. Because it's all mind programs. It's mind games. You've been fooled. You've been lied to. There are only... Everything that I see is a mind construct, is a mind program. This gets me also into my concepts and my methods again. I've used science, magic, my experience, my alchemy together. And you know what what's most important in the end? Most important in the end is the shit working or is it not? And I can tell you my results, my alchemy is working 3030%. It's working. What I do is working. And if you do it or not, it's on you. But it's working for me, because I construct my own realm. I construct my own reality. And I know, I'm giving and sharing. And this is basically what I told you yesterday. This whole realm is about. How it should be constructed. If everybody would share, and this is what technology should be used for, and this is why it's mainly invented, but we all, and including myself, we keep on frying our brains with the shit. Instead of sharing the deepest insights, the best versions of ourselves to empower all. And then you could be like, you know what, all this shit is for free online. It's all for free. So that's all now on you. So stop you looking out for excuses and be like, yeah, you know what, I can do it because whatever. I constructed myself. Thank you. That's what I am. So I better hold my spit together, because then I can spit out louder. And in the end, like I told you, sound and voice is a more densified version of cymatics that is constructing the realm in the first place. And this is why my magic and my being is so damn powerful. It's so damn powerful for a fact. For a fact. Because I resonate on truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. Shin, Shan, and Brand. Wahrhaftigkeit, Barmherzigkeit, Nachsicht. So I attract that. attractive. The code is sound. Now, and if we would get then into deeper insights and constructs, I use vinyls, I use tracks as paths, as DAOs to alchemize my reality, because I structure my own being with these sounds that then keep informing me to resonate with that. So basically, this is what keeps me going and keeps me informed. You get that? That's how it works. It's working on cymatics. But to get to that level, to get to that fine tuning, you know, if you have a car, you keep on tuning, you get better tires, you get better engines, you get better whatever. But to get to the fine tuning, you clean up the whole vessel. So you empty it out. So then you start to sense and feel a way better understanding. This is why my voice is so damn powerful, because first of all, I worldcraft the whole thing. I craft with my own words. And everybody does that, but most people, like I told you, have not been to their source. So this is why they're functioning under a certain spell. Their brain is informed in a specific structure. So they are not anchored in themselves. If you're anchored in yourself, that's great. So this is when you start to construct out of yourself your own reality. Then you become a free spirit. If you're not anchored in yourself, if you're not been emptying out yourself to the extent that you could handle it. It's not about, I should go on the 40 days, distilled waters and Shivambu fast. Because I have not also done that. The longest period, because people keep on asking me, what was the longest period you were fasting? Well, the longest period that I've been abstaining from solid food was 36 hours. But what I was doing, I was already for a long time on movement. I was on a very long time on alchemy subconsciously. I was on an 1 meal a day regime for a long period, and you know what? I just kept pushing. That was my way, and that's my alchemy. This is why I know all the things, because I'm speaking from experience. I'm doing, like, it's not that I'm sharing something with you that I don't do, that I don't walk. I walk the track. I speak from the things that I'm doing. And everybody does that. Everybody, because it's not that I'm better than you, but I just share. I just share from heart. I just share very transparent and open. Because I'm an open source to everything. And if you are not an open source to everything, basically what you only do is you shut down yourself to a specific life aspect. If you want to do that, all right, do it. But the question is, what kind of mirror would you like to have? Is that your roar? Is that your light? That's what you shine out. That's what you shine. Take a look in the mirror and be like, you know what? Okay, I accept it. I accept my shitty face. I wake up in the morning and you're like, you know what, Jan? You look like a piece of garbage. Why? Why do I look like a piece of garbage? Because I accept life. I accept it. And that's why there's nothing that can kill me. Because you cannot kill a man, you cannot kill a being which was already dead. And I will be never dead, and I will be never alive, because I'm the source of my creation. So I just see where I'm going. Because I told you, it's in the end, and that's like a very sad but also like calming insight. It's an interpretation of my neurochemistry. Well, so if I keep frying my brain and if I stay like in my senses open, I feel the TextURa around me a lot better. A lot better. I feel all the things are a lot better because I keep on cleaning out my senses. I with gold basically, with clears, so I'm clear-minded. I keep on blocking my senses. Most people have stuffed senses, and most people have stuffed senses plus shut down senses. So as a result, if they open up their voice, what do you think is coming out? There's coming out a mind program which they have been informed with. And that's the same for me. But I can tell you things that I've been on and I am on. So this is why I keep on shining that. So the question is then, like, what should I resonate with? I resonate with what I perceive. That's my structured chaos magic. That's my method. But my structured chaos magic, like I told you, part of my training is to stay on my routine, to stay on my track, and to then just see what comes up, and to see that as, although it might never, or not might never, but that's also like the case because nothing's really ever changing, then my own perception, my own perspective. So it does not matter really where I go because I never go anywhere. And I just see it from another perspective. But that's all these inner workings, all these inner reflections. That's what a leader should have. That's what a constructionist, a politician. But I'm not a pole because I don't lie to your pole. I'm a pole truth spitter. That's what I am. I spit onto your pole. I spit onto your godly head because this area is very godly. If I would touch this area of a child, that's, like you should never really touch this space on a child because there's still like the skull is still forming. So on the baby, these areas are still open. So that's basically when they grow, they start to close. But you know what's happening on me? I just crack that open, so I keep on shooting out my light. And I told you this, it's about fluxing the things through the system. Be open, be open, be open. And then if you know, like sometimes you have to close, that's when you protect yourself against the things that you would not like to have because they are not beneficial to your system, not beneficial to your mirror because it's all a mirror to yourself. This here you have, and that's not about these black mirrors that we have now in technology. This mirror is open and closing basically all the time. And then if you get rid of the mirror, you just are sound. You just are the idea that I told you this. I am the idea. I'm like, let's talk about space. Ether. Hold the mystic together. To get there, to get to the emptying out and the stuffing in and the fluxing of whatever. Yeah, so that's basically the mirror of today. Hope you enjoyed this one. So we get into the 4-4-4-4s. So the 4-4-4-4-4 you is happening. truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance, chaos magic, and fuse the mad elixirs to ether.